Hello, this is Ritesh Mathur from the Department of Mechanical Engineering of Arya College of Engineering and IT, Kukas, Jaipur. So, in this lecture, we will discuss some problems on friction. So, suppose in this problem, it is given that a body of weight 70 Newton is placed on a right horizontal plane. To just move the body on the horizontal plane, a push of 20 Newton inclined at 20 degree to the horizontal plane is required. Find the coefficient of friction. So as per statement of the problem, we are drawing the free body diagram. So the weight is 70 Newton, it is vertically downward, and on this plane there will be a reaction, vertical reaction. So R will be in the upward direction. Now the force is 20 Newton, it is push 1, okay, inclined at 20 degree to the horizontal plane, means so the body will move towards left. So as per the property of the friction force will applied at the right hand side. So F equals to mu R, it will be towards the right hand side. Okay, so mu is again the coefficient of friction, and we know that F equals to mu R. Now if we resolve the 20 Newton force, then 20 cos 20 will be on the left hand side and 20 sin 20 will be in the downward direction. Now we will resolve the forces along the plane and across or normal the plane. So if we resolve along the plane, it will be mu r, that is friction force towards right, equals to 20 cos 20. It is towards left hand side. Now resolving forces normal to the plane means all vertical upward will be equals to all vertical downward. Okay, so vertical upward will be your R and vertical downward will be your 70 Newton and 20 sine 20. So from this we are using these two equations. So from this R is 76.84. Now if we put the value of R in this equation, what will we get? The mu equals to 0.244. What is mu? It is nothing but your coefficient of friction. Let us take one more example. In this, a body of weight 450 Newton is pulled up along an inclined plane having inclination 30 degree. The inclination is given 30 degree and the motion is in the upward direction. Okay, we will have to find out this force required if the coefficient of friction between the body and plane is 0.25 and force is applied parallel to the inclined plane. Okay, now if the distance traveled by the body is 10 meter, then we will have to also find out work done. So first of all, find out the force P. So as in the free body diagram, the weight is vertically downward. So for this there are two components. One is along the plane, it is W sin 30, and across the plane it is W cos 30. So as the motion is in the upward direction along the plane, so the friction force will acting along the plane in the downward direction. So this is F equals to mu R. Okay, now we will resolve the forces. Now if we resolve forces along the plane, then P right hand side equals to W sin 30 and your friction force mu R. So this is your equation number 1. So from here we have find out that P equals to 225 plus 0.25 R. Now we will resolve the forces across the plane, or we can say along the plane. So vertically upward is R and vertically downward will be W cos 30. So from here we know the value of W. So R we have find out. Now we put the value of R in equation number 1. So the force is 322.425 Newton. Now this is one answer. We will also have to find out work done on the body. So what is the formula for work done? It is force into distance travelled in the direction of force. So force is 322.525 and distance travel is 10 meter. So this one is 3324 Newton meter. Okay, now let us take one more problem. So in the problem we will have to find out the value of angle theta so that the motion of 90 Newton block impends down, means 90 Newton will be the block of 90 Newton will be moved in the downward direction. The coefficient of friction mu for all surfaces is 1 by 3. Okay, so what is this coefficient of friction? Coefficient of friction will act where the rubbing happen. So rubbing will happen between the plane and 90 Newton, and second one is between the 30 Newton and 90 Newton. Now we will take first of all this 30 Newton force. So for this 30 Newton weight, the free body diagram will be like the tension is in the upward direction. If the tension is in the upward direction, then it is a direction of motion, because as compared to your 90 Newton, if 90 Newton will move downward, then as with respect to 90 Newton, the motion of 30 Newton will be in the upward direction. So hence here the direction of motion will be in the upward direction. So definitely the friction force will act parallel. Okay, so for this, suppose the force is F1, it is equals to mu into R1. What is R1? R1 is the reaction between your 30 Newton and 90 Newton. Okay, now we have this resolve the forces. Okay, so if we resolve the forces along the plane, so this will be T equals to 30 sin theta plus mu R1, and if we resolve the forces perpendicular to the plane or normal to the plane, it will be R1. Okay, R1 will be in the upper direction, equals to 30 cos theta. So if we put the value in equation number 1, what will we get? We get T equals to 30 sin theta plus 10 cos theta. Okay, so this is one equation. Now we are considering the weight of, or you can say the equilibrium conditions of the 90 Newton weight. So for the 90 Newton weight, as it is given that 90 Newton weight will moves downward direction, so direction of motion will be in the downward direction. So one reaction is R1, which is of this 30 Newton force on the 90 Newton force. So the direction of motion is toward downward. So for this, there is one frictional force, that is F1, it will be equals to mu into R1, and second reaction will be R2, which will be act perpendicular to the this plane. So for R2, the F2 will be the next frictional force, which is equals to mu into R2. Now if we resolve the forces along the plane, then 90 sin theta downward will be equals to F1 plus F2, that is your mu R1 plus mu R2. So from here it is 1 by 3 30 cos 30 plus 1 by 3 R2, because in the previous we have find out that the value of R1 is 30 cos of theta. So we put the value here and we got the equation number 4. Now if we resolve the forces perpendicular to the plane, it will be R2 upward equals to R1 downward plus 90 cos theta, it is also downward. So R2 will be equals to 120 cos theta. Again here we put the value of R1. Now if we substitute the value of R2 in equation number 4, what will we get? So 90 sin theta equals to 10 cos theta plus 1 by 3 into 120 cos theta. So tan theta will be equals to 0.4 times 5. So theta will be equals to 29.05 degrees. Okay, so that's all in this video lecture. In the next lecture, we will discuss the application of friction. Thank you.